Good evening, everybody, and welcome in everybody that's raiding over from Eric Bannister. Thank you so much for the raid straight out of the gate. Hello. How are you? How was your stream? What were you working on tonight? I dropped in on Kiergan's stream a little while ago and was watching him do a little bit of redstone stuff. I know he was looking for somebody to, I think he was going to possibly do an ancient city or something, or some sort of adventure if anybody was down. Do you know if anybody hung out with him? Eric, did you go hang out with him, or were you doing something else? Auk, hello. Kiwi, hello. How we doing? Dark said Chipotle still isn't sitting right in my stomach. It's you got to build up the immunity to it. This is years of practice right here. Oh my gosh. Doing good working on the Monsters house on DB's Happy Little World. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That sounds fun. Like that's the Monsters, like from the old TV show. Hey B, what's up? How you doing? Nice. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Hey Norm, what's up? So I've been busy over the last, I don't know, week or so, getting some new emotes put together for you guys on Discord and here on stream. I've got a few stream exclusive emotes that you can't get anywhere else, which is kind of fun. Oh, ads. Sorry, we're in ad break. We'll talk here in a minute about that. I'll just continue answering whoever's here, answering questions, and then we'll do the we'll do the emote talk here in a minute. Hi Blue, just watching some Doctor Who. How are you? Doctor Who's great. Haven't watched Doctor Who in a long time. I think Peter Capaldi's Doctor Who was the last one that I really got into. So it's been a long time. But yeah, Doctor Who's fun. How are you? I'm doing well. Doing well. I'm a little tired tonight, but that's okay. A little low energy, but we're just chilling. We're going to be making some custom trees in a test world that are hopefully going to be put to use in a big old forest. Rewatching some Matt Smith myself. Dude, Matt Smith's Doctor arc, I think, is my favorite. Mainly because of his companions. With Amy Pond and Rory. Their story, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Gosh, I really like the Impossible Girl too. That whole arc, oh, it's so good. Man, I need to go back and rewatch those. I've been kind of on a Hell's Kitchen kick lately, and I think I'm on season 5 or 6. I've seen most all of them, but I'm just kind of throwing them on in the background. And have just binged like 5 or 6 seasons of it, and I might be ready for a break from that for a little bit. Doctor Who might be a good alternative to go back to here. Ghost of Serenity is here for the 15th stream in a row. Hoo-wee! 15 streams. Hey, thank you for hanging out. Papa Snoofy, what's up? How you doing? All right, we got about 10 seconds till ad break is over, and then everybody should be trickling back in. All right, everybody, welcome back from ad break. Hopefully everybody is back here. Nice clear cam. Thank you. I have the Elgato, whatever it's called, stream cam. It's the 1080p one. It's not the 4K one. But I don't have a very powerful computer, so I don't know if a 4K one would even really do do a good job on this computer. Let's see. Okay, I'll match that. Oh my gosh. Kiwi, you as well. Sheesh. 15 streams in a row. That's amazing. Thank you so much. So I was just about to start talking about this when ad break was just getting rolling. I've been a little busy in the last week or so in some in-between time and have put together some new emotes for the channel. They're already live on Discord and they're already live here. I figured it was time. It was time. I created some with my character, the Blue Jay character, but I still have the old Bluke Skywalker, the Blue Jay. I've still got him in the mix as well. I've moved most of those to the follower emotes, so anybody that's a follower can start using those anytime you want. I've been a horrible streamer. I don't know how long follower emotes have been a thing. I honestly thought they were still just for subscribers. So, yeah, I'm a little behind the times, especially because I just started doing multi-stream last year and, still didn't pay too much attention to Twitch. It was mainly YouTube that I was paying attention to. And I'm like, all right, now that I'm really just streaming on Twitch, I should pay attention a little bit. Oh, hey, there's follower emotes. So I shifted all the follower emotes, the Bluke ones to the followers. Hey, Sky, how's it going? And I've got some new Blue Jay themed emotes that I think there's one that can be used with follower emotes. And then the other ones are subscriber tier 1, and there's one for subscriber tier 2, which I believe is the popcorn one, which is this guy right here. And then the tier 3 is the Blue Jay lava. We had to save that for tier 3 just because that's like my iconic thing. I'm in lava all the time. So I got a lava bucket emote. And then I also have some new emotes for the different tiers of bits. I don't know how this works. It's like 1,000 bits, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, and 50,000 bits. I don't know if that's collective or a one-time, one-off kind of thing. I would say that it's probably collective over time, but there's a leather headlamp. There is a stone headlamp. There is an iron headlamp. There is a diamond headlamp that is like a helmet. And a netherite headlamp that is like a helmet with a face mask. It's kind of fun. Just like stupid little things that I could do to throw some things in there that make stream a little bit more fun. So I'm gonna be trying to do more of that over time. But yeah, so if you're already a subscriber, enjoy the subscriber emotes at whatever tier you're at. If you're a follower, enjoy having some emotes to use because they haven't been there for any time. Sky here for 7 streams in a row. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, so here's the deal. We got some trees to design. We got stuff to do. And we're gonna just kind of jump right into it. I've got my test world situated. My camera's a little low. My head's getting cut off. Let me fix that. Maybe it's a little high now. There we go. All right. So I totally did not steal this idea from Fwip. Well, actually, I did. Having a grid where I can put my trees and stuff. Actually, super really good idea because I am a very organized minded person and this is super helpful to me. So I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea. I'm going to do that. So I have a few custom trees that I've already thrown together. These actually, all of these right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. These 6 were created years ago when I was doing a custom forest for my starter base, which, Rod, thank you so much for subscribing for 3 months at tier 1. Thank you. Thumbs up. So I've had these thrown together for a few years and I just saved them as a blueprint and dumped them in here. This is one that I kind of tossed around the idea of about a week or two ago, just seeing what was possible. And then I watched Fwip design some trees, and I'm like, yeah, I need to step up my game. He's using trapdoors and fences and all sorts of junk. I'm like, I got logs and leaves. So this is a good start. This is not the finished product, but we'll leave that there anyway, because it's something that I did. So I am looking to design a few different styles of trees. Here, let's jump actually into a creative copy of the world just so you can see what we're looking at. Fwip is a tree master. I know, he's so freaking good, dude. He's so good. Okay, so the idea is that we will have a tree line, pretty thick tree line, going all the way around the perimeter, at least to back here, kind of in front of the mountain, and maybe up the mountain a little bit. We'll see what kind of trees we end up with. And then maybe we'll bring it all the way around here as well. I kind of want to get rid of the birch forest and replace it with something custom as well. So I think we'll probably do a perimeter tree line. Just like, this is just a big open field in the middle of a custom forest. So I think we're going to cut probably to here. We'll cut all this forest out and then blend it, and then custom trees all the way around. So it's gonna be another big project, but thankfully we'll be able to resource gather as we're cutting the as we're cutting the trees down. And we will also be using Easy Place to build the trees as well. So they'll go quick. So trees for a custom forest. And then I want to build some trees like sporadically throughout here that are going to be a different style of tree. So let's look at this really quick. I have some pictures. Here we go. So this is a larch tree, or these are larch trees. At least that's what Google said. They're coniferous trees. And some of them have leaves that go all the way down to the ground and then go all the way up, but they're very thin. I want these very thin looking trees. Then there are also ones like this that have long trunks and leaves only halfway up. And then there are some like this where it's like blended together. The trunk is a little bit higher. The leaves are a little bit higher, or needles. I guess they're pine needles. I don't know. We're calling them leaves, right? And then there are some variants in color as well, because these they don't die, but they shed their leaves during the, I don't know, I guess fall and winter. I don't know. I haven't done that much research on it, but I've more looked at the design element. And then I want to go into some of these kinds of trees as well, like a desolate leafless tree, a Joshua tree that's got just a few like pokey leaves at the end of it. I don't know how we will accomplish this effect. We probably just put leaves at the end of some sticks, but it's basically barren up into the end of the trunk on each branch. So that's kind of what we're looking at trying to do. So we got our work cut out for us. Essentially, the perimeter forest is going to be all those coniferous trees, the larch trees, and then the few that are spread out through here are going to be more leafless or sparse with leaves, because this is a mining biome, and the miner has probably destroyed all of the richness of the earth that would help the trees to grow. So they're dying off, right? That's the idea. I didn't want to say it on the video, but a custom forest is a massive project. Oh, I know. It's going to be big. It's going to be a big deal. It's probably going to take me another couple weeks. So get ready for some more building streams. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. Hey there, Blue. Hope you're doing well and having a spectacular evening. I'm doing well. Thank you. How about you? Bone meal and spruce saplings. Easy peasy. Yeah, just boop, done. Custom forest accomplished. All right, let's jump back over to the creative test world. Doing okay so far? Good. All right, so I'm gonna pull up a picture off to the side, and I want to start with just doing like a tallish one. Honestly, you know what? I think I'm gonna go in here and replace some of this with some walls. Andesite and tuff might be good. Just so that it like thins out the trunk a little bit. It's not so chunky all the way up. How far down do I want to break it though? I don't know. Sorry, I'm back. I was on a call doing some trees. I see. Yes, we are. All right, let's start there and let's just do like. Maybe we just cap it off like that. Honestly, that little change, it's already better. It's already better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Because like you can see that it's thinned out, but you don't see where it thins out. It's kind of hidden in here, which is what I want. Look at that. What else could I do to this that would make it better? What if we put some knots? I don't know that I like the white. Buttons. That's pretty much our only option for knots, little knots. I don't think it needs to be like too many. Maybe we vary this up a little bit more too. Just like do that kind of thing. These have to look good from far away. They don't have to look good up close. And honestly, that looks pretty decent. Not mad about it. Not mad about it. All right. Let's do something a little thicker. This is like a super duper thin one. Let's do something a little thicker. I'm going to use the same resources and just build a tree variant, and then I'll branch out. I'll branch out and we'll do different tones as well. Let's see. I need birch leaves and I need dark oak leaves. There we go. And then let's do that. And then I want to try I don't know if any of these trapdoors are going to look good. We could try some copper. Dark oak is a decent one to use as well because it easily hides its color because it looks brownish, but it can also like blend with other things. What else could I use? Slabs will probably be a little too thick, but we'll throw some in anyway. Let's look at pressure plates as well. I will have to put them on something, but maybe we can find a way to make that work. All right, we're going to start this one out relatively the same way. I need a keyboard shortcut for that. Because it takes just as long to do this as it does to just break and replace. Unless I'm doing it mass. All right. Let's go up with it. That's a little... Maybe we want this one to be a little lower. No. Let's do this. We'll build the trunk up higher. And then it'll thin out. But it'll end up being a taller variant. Like that. Oh, gosh. All right, let's see how that looks. From far away, it doesn't look bad. What about acacia wood? We could try that. It has a little bit more of that brown tone to it and less gray. Maybe it is. Yeah, it looks fine. I think the reason I used more of this kind of thing instead of the acacia is because it looks more like bark. And this looks more like lines. I mean, it looks like bark-ish. But, yeah, we could use it. Again, farther away, it's not really going to matter much. Yeah, I think that could work. I like it. Because you're on Java and your other creative test world can't be ported? No, it can be ported, but it has all of my Bedrock Redstone contraptions in it, and I just wanted to start clean. And I'm planning on still doing some Redstone Bedrock stuff on the other channel at some point. Blue Jay watch Fwip's mod from this morning's stream. Very enlightening. Fwip's mod. Do you mean his VOD? I was watching some of it live. I didn't get to see all of it. Let's do... Maybe we bring this out. Let's save these because those could be kind of like pine cones if we wanted to add some pine cones. While these are going to look kind of like real trees, they don't have to necessarily behave like real trees. They can be whatever we want them to be. I'm just going to start with one type of leaf and then I'll replace as we go. Also, I thought I had this on. Resource packs. Oh, I turned it off. Okay, so I'm turning this on for now just because I want to see what it looks like with bushier leaves. This is just a random texture pack I found online. I'm planning on making my own. Because all the ones that I've found so far make them look kind of bulbous. Right? Like, they're very, very round. and that's not really the vibe I want. So I'm gonna try to make my own pack. I'm gonna look into how to do that because I've got some graphic design experience. I can do this kind of thing. I just need to know how to create the actual pack. So, yeah. I just wanted to see what it looks like with it on, and I don't like it. It's too round. Too round. Especially the first 15 minutes. Is that when he was talking about the Mr. Beast thing? Even though we're kind of keeping it thin and going straight up with it, I want to have a little bit of a tiered look. So I'm gonna widen the bottom out just a little bit, and then we'll trim it as we go. I feel like this is definitely going to be too much, but we're going to play around with it. Yeah, I found that to be interesting after watching Mr. Video. I was like, they did my boy dirty. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a Mr. Beast video in general related to Minecraft. Had no clue. That shows how connected I am with Mr. Beast's community and content. I have no idea. I know he's going to be on this week's episode of Survivor. I know that. But yeah, that was an interesting insight into how a major content creator's channel operates. Not quite what we're looking for. Honestly, though, I don't mind the acacia from further away. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I do still think that we need to fluff the bottom out a little bit more. Yeah, we can mix some of that dark oak in there, and that'll blend pretty good. Green glass panes. That's actually a really good idea. That's the other technique that I forgot about that I learned from watching Fwip do this a few weeks ago. Some glass panes. Let's get rid of that for a moment. Yeah, we'll go back through with those panes here in a minute. Yeah, this is much better. Just going through and thinning stuff out as we go. I don't want to overdo it though with the diagonals there. I think that could easily get to be too much. Let's get rid of that and maybe this. Yeah, that's not too bad for the bottom section. Let's keep going up. Honestly, it's getting pretty close to what I want. I like it. I like it. It's raining. It's raining. Dude, the other night was crazy. On Friday, we had just a random storm come through and tornado sirens going off. Nothing ever hit our area, but it was nuts, man. It was nuts. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Let's fill in this a little. Cut some of that out. Tornado warnings to your west. Oh, great. Is there anything coming through tonight? Let me look really quick. I told my wife to come in and get me if we got another tornado siren and I didn't hear it. I'm sure Puggy will pop in here too and let me know. My weather app's not loading right now. We'll let it sit there. We'll let it sit there for a minute. I don't like those two right there. I like it more when they blend in down toward the bottom. Let's see. Severe thunderstorm watch. Nothing tornado related. All right. Similar trees to the first base. Yeah, but twice as big and more detailed. All right, let's do some green glass panes. Oh, do these not connect? They don't connect to leaves. So we'll use them on stuff like that. Yeah. First of all, I love the video, Blue. Really cool because we were there for most of it on the live streams. Thank you. The shovel breaking so funny. I know. I was watching Puggy stream last week and I just got distracted. I think he was like killing a horse or something. I was like, oh no. And then while I was watching him do that, I was still shoveling and I broke my shovel. It's like, oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. This now feels a little bit too thick. It does not match the vibe of the rest of the tree. I still want it to come out a little far, but we can accomplish that without it being like a huge mass of leaves sticking off of the trunk. Yep. Man, it is dumping. It is just dumping rain right now. How's the progress of the video doing? I can't tell if it's to your liking, if you expected more. Nope, it's exactly where I hoped it would be. The watch time retention is a little bit lower than I would hoped for, but as far as number of viewers and new subscribers that have come from it, perfectly happy. Perfectly happy. Oh, did you hear that? There's the thunder. Thunder. Hear the thunder. Love to hear it. Thanks. Thanks a bunch. All right, let's work on bringing it out a little bit more this way. Let's get a... little fence and leaves going on here. I really am trying to like adopt this less is more mentality, but it's kind of hard at first. That's exactly what I wanted. and needed, I think, in this spot. I think that helps. Let's do a little something over here. Still not like thrilled with this part. Maybe we just keep it really simple. Something like that. That could work. Yep. I like it. Let's kind of match that over here. That's probably gonna be too much. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's like really thin and then it poofs out and then it thins back. It needs to be a little bit more smoothed than that. New approach. It's getting there. Hey, Metal, how's it going? It's good to see you. And Metal, you're on a 10 stream streak. Let's go, dude. Okay, that's much better. We got rid of some of the poofiness up toward the middle. I think if we just work on a little bit more at this level. Give me that right there. Definitely helps. Definitely helps. What's up, Trunga? How you doing? Mm-hmm. It's like bird watching for problem solvers. Just had an exercising walk through the hardware store. Okay, nice, nice. I never had the patience for custom trees. Yeah, I mean, I would never try to do this in survival the first time, ever. It would just be a little bit too tedious. Makes much more sense to do it here and then perfect it and then get it over in survival. I think we're on the right track. It's still just it's not sitting right with me. Honestly, that's pretty darn close to what I'm looking for. Ah! Put it in the right spot, Blue. Is that it? Is that what I want? Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's just a couple of blocks that make or break the entire thing. I'm honestly pretty happy with that. I may thin out the walls here at the top. Mm-hmm. I think we're there. Put one more there and see how that looks. Yep. I like it. think it could use a couple of leaves up here, just like a spiral around. And then something like that. I think that's the one leaf that's throwing me off. When you get rid of it. Yep, I'm good with that. That's a good first attempt. What do you guys think? Do we like it? Let me see. Do I still have those buttons? I don't. Here, let's do this. Like one knot right there. Maybe another one right there. Can't put them anywhere else. And there's nowhere else that's really exposed that I want to expose. So I think that's good. What do you think? What do you guys think? Good tree, bad tree, mediocre tree? Yep. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. I probably should do this with both of these before we go too much farther. Because I want to see how they look at scale. Oh, before we do that, here, let's do a little bit of this. Let's replace a few of the dark oak with some birch. See how this brings it a little bit more to life. Even just that little bit of a change makes a difference because there's a little bit more of a shadowy effect to some of the areas now. What you guys think? Good? Looks like you've painted a happy little tree, a happy not so little tree. Bob Ross would be proud. Thanks. All right. Well, let me save this as a blueprint and then let's dump a couple of them plus this in my world. And then we'll come back and build some more. Let's see. Let's do a box select, I think. And we'll do from here up. Oh gosh, nope. That's not what I wanted. Let's go. Nope. Go that way. Make sure all of the leaves are in the bounding box. They are on this side. They are on this side. Can I come in with it any? Yep. We can probably come this way with it a little bit. But also down. I'm still getting used to the controls. This doesn't always work well for me. Here, let's do this one and we'll go That way with it. There we go. This side needs to come out a little bit. All right, that should be the whole tree. Let's get down there and make sure it's got the bottom. There we go. All right, save it. Control P. We'll call this one a tall larch 1. And then I'm going to put the tag of tree on it so it's easy to find, and save. All right, we've got our tall larch. Let's get into the creative copy. Peregrine, hey, how are you? It's been a while. It has been a while. What am I up to? We are working on some custom trees for a custom forest for this place. It's called Miners Hill. This is my starter mini base on my new series, Blue Jay Builds. All right, let's go over here. Watch this be like taller than the mountain. It'll be insanely immersion breaking. Let's put one here and paste. Honestly, that's not bad. It blends a lot with that mountain back there, but I don't know that there's any way around that. I think we just like mass put them in. Like here, we'll just we'll spam them. Oop, hold on. Let's actually like put them at ground level. Is that Axiom? It sure is. I love this mod. Maybe we put like one right there. Maybe one right here. Maybe one right here. Maybe we rotate it. Obviously, we're going to have more variance in this, so it's not going to be so uniform, but this will give us a good idea of what like saturation will look like. Thank you, Sky. Oh, yeah, dude. That's going to look good. It's going to look great. Especially at this angle when we're looking this way. Yep. Didn't realize you were doing stuff on Java. I just made the switch a couple months ago. Primarily because I wanted to do this kind of stuff. Large scale builds, more detailed builds, stuff that it would be a lot harder to do without mods like Axiom and Lightmatica and that kind of stuff. So I just decided, you know what, let's make a change. Now's a better time than any. And I started an entirely new channel specifically dedicated to Java. And here we are. So yeah, it's been a journey. Been a good one though. I've got ads starting in 20 seconds, so I am going to take a break. But really quick, I want to see if I can punch a few of these in before that ad break starts, just to see what it looks like over on this side of things. Oh yeah, dude, that's going to look great. That having a whole tree line back this way, oh, that's going to look so good. It's gonna make this whole place just come to life. Yep, I'm good with it. Let's undo everything that we've done. And I will see you guys in about 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Let's jump back in. How was the ad break? Let's do this. Let's do one that's a little bit more short and leaves all the way to the bottom, but more detailed than these and a little wider probably. But I want to do brown, I think, for the trunk, just to get some variance. Peregrine, are you still here? If so, what are you up to these days? Still here. It's probably about half as tall. Maybe we'll poke it up a little bit more. Let's do one of these. Yeah, I think that'll be a good size variant. Mainly trying to draw and write. Nice. What are you writing? Like creative writing, like a book or short stories, or like what are you focusing on? Still streaming twice a week, but I rarely play Minecraft anymore. Oh man, that stinks. I mean, I'm sure you're probably happy, but what are you playing these days? I'm streaming Pokemon Legends and Xenogears. I don't know what Xenogears is, but how's Legends? Is that fun? I haven't played that one. Simeon, what's up? How you doing? Could look interesting. Maybe we open it, see what that does. Is it the Arceus one? No, that one's just called Legends Arceus. Actually write fan fiction. That's cool. Fan fiction for what? I think this one's going to be a bit more full than the previous, but I will go through and thin it out after we get a good shape. Like, I can already tell you that's probably a bit too wide, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe if we just leave it there and we'll do some other things with the dark oak fences. What's a good Pokemon game that's come out recently? The last one that I played was the remake of Fire Red. That was pretty fun. It wasn't even a remake, it was just a re-release. Got into anime several years back, and that one really caught my eye. My Hero Academia. That's cool. I have no idea what it is or what it's about. But hey, if you're passionate about it, right? Why not? This is just going to look like a big old mess for a minute, but bear with me. Like, yes, I realize that looks horrible. We'll get there. Fandom is pretty infamous for having a lot of toxic individuals in it, but I managed to find some good corners to set up camp in. That's good. That's good. Honestly, that's the way it is with any fandom, right? Any fandom that you're a part of these days, there are toxic individuals. And if you can find the corner of the internet where that fandom exists, where it's chill, you've struck gold. Hang on to it, right? That could be interesting. Let's try something with that. That's honestly not a bad first pass, or technically second pass. I'm not mad about it. You still going to do different types of leaves? Yes, I did some variants of leaves on this one, just birch and dark oak. I'm also going to do... Maybe we'll try some pale oak. But I don't know. What else could we use for leaves that would be more like that brown... Like we could use mangrove roots for one of them. Mix some mangrove roots in to make it look like they're dying off and falling off. So yeah, we'll do some variants with different colors of leaves as well. Tree looks good. Thank you. Now we go back in and poke some of it out. Actually keep coming back to the idea of trying to recreate one of my favorite games in Minecraft, but I don't know even where to start with that. What game would that be? And are you talking like mechanics of your favorite game or just visuals? If I do end up doing more than just think about it, that project would take years of my time. Oh, yeah. Blue tried to do a Mario theme. Phenomenal World he did. I'm going to bring it back. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just got to find the right time and place to do it. Don't count the Mario World dead yet. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the world itself. It's a beautiful game. That's cool. I'm not loving this. All right, the shape is a little better. Looks good from multiple angles. I'm happy with it from every angle, actually. Maybe not so much that. Mm-hmm. I'll probably start with Argentum, the first area you get to explore in the game to get a feel for the project. Dude, that'd be sweet. If Lord of the Rings can be built, then any world could. Oh yeah, many people have built Lord of the Rings in Minecraft. Some detailed, some not detailed. But yeah, it's been done for sure. Yep, that's the one. I like it. My goal with these is to try to get the general shape, but for it to not be perfect, because what tree in real life is actually perfect? They're all unique in their own way, right? Game of Thrones has been done. Oh, yeah. There's a guy that made the entirety of Breath of the Wild. Oh my gosh. He and his team are working on Tears of the Kingdom right now as well. What? That's insane. You actually like this tree more? Me too. All right, let's move it over. Or let's actually add a build plot. It's right there. Move it over and move it down. Yep. And then let's just like fill this all in. Was just going to mention that one too. What, more build plots? Or the Legends of Zelda one. I was looking at Minecraft builds on Minas Tirith on YouTube last week. Yeah, it's insane, man. It's insane what people can do. Let's do... Let's move it over. First point and that point, and then click to extend. So we'll put it here and here. Is that all within the bounding box? Yes. Oh, I just messed it up. Gosh darn it. Let's do it this way. Do the farthest edge. Farthest edge. Oop. And then we'll click to extend, click to extend. And boom. There we go. That's better. That's a better selection anyway. Oh my gosh, I just messed it up again. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Better. All right. Scroll to move. There we go. There we go. And confirm. Perfect. Let's see. I'm building Hogwarts as we speak. That's cool. Yeah, you mentioned that a few times. I still need to see some pictures of that. I can DM you some more screenshots of some of my favorite spots. Oh, dude, I would love that. I would love to see it. All right, so there are 2 tree variants that we can use. This one I can probably use, but it'll be much more like filler. Unless we, you know, fix it up any. Let's try for a little bit more of a deadish looking variant. And maybe we use... I don't know. Maybe we do focus on the acacia logs on this one. How do you guys do it? I don't know. Test block. What's a test block? Or do we go, maybe we go more... I don't know that we go oak. What if we actually did mangrove? Because we'll have to get mangrove wood anyway. Can those 2 logs like work together? I don't know. Jungle and mangrove? Cool, give me some time to collect those screenshots and I'll get them right to you. Thank you, sir. Those actually go really well together. What is it called? Dripstone? Is this gonna break? Yep, sure is. Determination and a positive mindset, I guess, or stupidity, whichever sets in first, right? You know what? Here, let's just do it this way. Stripped logs. We'll do not stripped mangrove. Stripped jungle. Let's do roots. Not sure how I feel about that tree trunk. Oh, just give it time. Give it time. Yeah, I think that could work. Let's do... What else could we do to texture this a little bit? Don't the mangrove roots disappear at a distance? It does not appear that they do. Look at the focus. Yeah, no, I don't think they disappear. You can still see them. Let's do... some jungle fence. Good, must be a bedrock thing. Do they disappear on bedrock too? I don't remember them ever being like hard to see from a distance. That'll be kind of cool. A little something different. Must be a bedrock thing or one of your mods. I don't know about that. I don't know that my mod would extend the distance of leaves or roots like that. Blue's in the zone right now. I'm trying. It is still just like dumping rain outside. It's crazy. happens if I put in one of these up top there? Once it's filled in with leaves, you won't see that gap. I don't know that you'll need it though. I think we'll just leave it off for now. I don't know. I don't know. Oops. I'm gonna break all of this again. Actually, no. Before I break it, you can't even put this on top. So, no, we won't do that. We won't do that. Never mind. Never mind. That'll be a decent shape. Let's fill it. Let's fill it. Severe thunderstorm warning, 70-mile-per-hour winds expected in your area. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Who doggy? Oh yeah, we're like right in the middle of it. Here comes the storms. That's all right. If we get a tornado warning or anything, my phone will buzz and we'll have to head out at that point. This is going to be a really fun resource gathering mission. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Just tested, they do as soon as I'm outside of render distance on Bedrock, so it's a pretty big distance away. Interesting. Boop. Let's just get a shape that I'm happy with first, and then we'll worry about thinning. If we lose stream, we'll know why. Right. Hopefully I'm not outside flying around with the cows. That looks bad. $164 blocks away. That's how far it is before you lose it. I mean, that's not, I don't think that's that far, right? So it loses it. Does it lose it pretty quick? I'm a bad judge of distance. Get in there. Oh, here we go again with the spammers. They're back to tell me how to grow, how to get a bigger following. That tree is dead to me. They are determined tonight. I know. What's the deal? What is the deal? We gotta find a way to cover that a little better. That could help. Man, I'm struggling on this one. Struggle! Got 20 minutes till the next ad break. I want to be done with this tree before then. Less is more. this is where we end up fixing it. Back with the screenshots, send them your way now. Thank you. Yeah, that helped. That helped. I need to fill this out a little bit. Let's get a few more of these trapdoors up here too. That'll probably help sell it a little bit more as well. Yep. Oh, that might have done it. That might have done it. All right, now I can kind of fiddle with this middle section down. Get that looking better. Need some more of that stained glass to put elsewhere. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I can confidently say that Miners Hill definitely better than Bluetopia, but would you say Bluetopia better than the first base? I would say they're equal in my mind, just in different ways. Because Bluetopia was a very much different type of build. It was very story driven. And so a lot of my build choices were heavily dependent on story. And the homestead, which was my starter base, was much more kind of along the same vibe as this, just building for the fun of it and to get started in a world. So yeah, I would say they're both good and equal in my mind. But yes, this is a much more detailed design direction for me than I've ever done. And I'm very, very happy with the choice. I mean, that's almost good as it is. Yep, 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 yep. Step away and let it simmer. You keep messing with it and you'll end up going too far. No, I'm honestly, like, I'm pretty good with how this is. I'm just trying to thin out the amount of leaves on it. Because it's supposed to be like the pine needles have fallen off the tree or are starting to fall off the tree. Hey, Glaceon, how's it going? Oh yeah, if you guys are just jumping in and haven't seen yet, I got some new emotes for you to have fun with in the chat. Excited to try out the new emotes. I think, let's see. Which ones are my favorites? I like the big sad one. Blue Jay crying. I like the thumbs up. I love the popcorn one because I'm a huge popcorn fan. And then I've always wanted a heart emote for myself, so now I have one. Yep. I think that's where we stop with this particular tree. I think I'm pretty happy with it. All right, let's select the top. And then let's select an outer edge, outer edge, outer edge, outer edge. Is that encompassing everything so far? And then the trunk. Sweet. Now, before we call this good, I know I said I'm done with it. A whole episode on creative and Sky picks the tool breaks down in classic. I'm just thinking about the shovel. I know. That was so frustrating. The last thing I might want to try to do is see if there's another block that would look good with mangrove roots that we could very sparsely mix in. I'm not sure what that would be. What about a copper grate? That might be too much, but I'm pulling it aside for a minute. Wool. I'm trying to avoid full blocks as much as possible. But if we tuck them back in there, maybe. I mean, it's not bad if we don't overdo it. If I just put a few in there here and there. I think it could work. It does give us a little bit of a different shade of brown to work with. Something like that. I don't like it up here, though. Let's try a copper grate with... Oh, can I not put leaf litter on the side? Oh, you can only do it on top. Oh, that's dumb. This you can only do underneath, right? Yeah. But that could look interesting. So could this. Which is better? I think the gray is more subtle, which I think is what I'm looking for. Okay, all done. All right, I'll take a look here a little bit later. Maybe actually when I got my ad break coming up. I'll go look. I don't really know that that adds anything of value, especially from a distance. If anything, I would err on the side of doing something like that with the hanging roots. What do you guys think? With or without? The tree looks dead. Apologies for the number of messages, but I wanted to add some notes on each area and was going to go in for both my phone and computer. Hey, no problem. No problem. What do you guys think? With or without the moss or the hanging roots? You like the hanging roots? I could go either way with it. I think we could keep them. It's in the same color family, so it's not out of place. I do feel like I've messed up the shape a little bit, though. What did Sky say a couple minutes ago? You go a little too far and you start messing with it, and then... What have I done? What have I done? I done messed it up. Honestly, though, I kind of like it more bare at the top. Now you know why I work on copies. That's fair. That's fair. I could have made a copy of this before I started tinkering more. Whoopsie. But honestly, though, the way that this is shaped, what if we just took off the majority of the top of this? It doesn't need to be super tall. I don't want it to be the exact same height as that, but it's not going to be. Could always rewind the VOD. No, we're in it now. We're like full on messing. Full on messing. Oh, I actually like that a whole lot better. See? It worked out. Just barely. But it worked out. Sure. Oh, okay, flipping up the trapdoor. That'll kind of help mask that transition. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice. All right, happy with that. Happy with that. Let's do that. Let's do one of these. No, I can't do one of those. Do one of those. Maybe we'll do one of these. No, that's too much. Too much. There we go. That's a lot better. What do you guys think? Yep, I'm good with it. Really like the shape. Thank you. Forced like that, I'm gonna be looking for the toxic spell. Well, these trees will be more on the edge of Miner's Hill, like toward where the stuff is dug out. All right, let's do a tall variant of this with fewer leaves, more in line with like this or this, but we're going to do that when we come back from ad break. So I will see you guys in 3-ish minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more tree building. Okie doke. We're back. Now that I've taken a minute to just let it rest and look at it, I hate it all. I'm going to tear it all down and we're going to start all over. Just kidding. Nope, we're definitely not doing that. Definitely not doing that. That is exactly the same height as the other one. We're gonna bump it up just a little. Actually, no, we'll make it shorter. We want the dead ones to be a little shorter. Not that it's gonna matter much because it's gonna be on a hillside, so some of them will be taller than the others anyway, but you get the point. Everybody still doing good? Everybody happy? Excited about life? Fence gates back. Not fence, fence. I don't know how to spell. Man, I'm breathing good enough. It's definitely taller and still very dead. Peregrine, I was looking at those pictures for a couple minutes while I was on my ad break. You weren't kidding. That would take you years to finish if you were to build in detail all of that. Oh my gosh. It's very cool looking though. Mm-hmm. It's not even all of them either. What's Blue Jay trying to say? Good luck with that? Yeah, right. I mean, anything's possible given time and effort, right? Anybody that wants to do something, they can accomplish those goals given time and effort. Maybe something like that. Locked in right now. I know. When I get into the zone, I just I shut up and work. I'm very bad at multitasking like that. I do think this tree is close to being done, though. Mm-hmm. That helped out a lot. Still looking a little wonky on this side. Let's work out this a little bit. Let's get some of those brown panes. Sprinkle those in a little bit here and there. I cannot wait to see the material list for this thing. Holy smokes. $50 shulker boxes of logs. 25 shulker boxes of leaves. No, it's probably the other way around. 25 shulker boxes of logs, 50 shulker boxes of leaves, 10 shulker boxes of glass panes. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a project. I need to figure out how to do like some filler content in between videos if these are gonna take a long time to be really detailed, which is what I want, right? I want them to be as detailed as possible. Oh, that's the same height. Here, let's do this. We'll go 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now it doesn't seem so weird. Yep. Oh boy, did you guys hear that thunderclap? That was loud. Loud, loud, loud outside. Yeah, I mean, that's half the battle, right? Peregrine is just messing around with all of the minute details until you get exactly what you want. That's essentially what we're doing tonight. Just messing around until we get it. I think that'll work. These will be few and far between. They're not going to be like prominent in the forest. So if they're just blended in with everything else, I mean, if we look at it like this, blended in, looks pretty darn good. Yeah, time is the enemy sometimes, right? All right, that's good. We might do one more dead variant, but let's shift it up a little bit. Let's do this. Man, I need a dripstone farm. I'm doing all of this having 0 farms. You guys realize that, right? Like, I have 0 access to any automation to get any of this. This is all going to have to be hand mined. Oh, this was probably a bad idea for an episode 6 when I have no farms. It doesn't have to be connected on the leaves. You're never going to see it. You're literally never going to see it. You can't even see it from right here. Especially, you're not going to see it from 50 blocks away. Like, look at that. Look how good that looks. That's a beautiful little tree. What are you talking about? Can always rotate the tree to get a variation in the forest as well. Exactly. You're correct. You are correct, Sky. What kind of leaves are these? Dark oak? Yeah, I got plenty of those. Got plenty of those sitting around. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more detail to this, but it'd be nice to have a few like small tree variants that don't have a ton to them for filler. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice looking tree. Is that a developers can't build thing, or am I just the bad builder? No, I mean, it's learning new techniques and letting go of some, standards isn't the right word, mindsets. I used to have that mindset as well. Like, everything has to be connected. It doesn't. As long as it looks like it should, it takes the shape that it should, your mind will fill the gaps in. What about a tree that has fallen and can't get up? Oh, I like that idea. We could have a few fallen trees in the forest. All right, let's cool it on the leaves for a minute. I want to get some variation of leaves as well, but I want to put in a few trapdoors. Maybe we go with exposed copper, but we need to do the waxed kind so they don't. It's honestly perfect as far as tone. Can it even make a noise to ask us for help, or is nobody around to hear it? This is true. This is true. Honestly, I think that it's probably good as it is. Let's get a few leaf variants. Let's go with, I don't know. Those were dark oak. Let's go with, let's just keep it within the same few families of leaves, just so we don't overload the resource gathering too much and have to go literally all over the world to find what we're looking for. Here, let me turn this on. It's all about perception as well. If you're looking up close, you're going to notice things like leaves not connecting. Farther away in a group of other trees, you'll see a forest. Exactly. Exactly. You got the idea. Sweet. We'll call that good. Would it be faster to go clear out a dripstone cave versus building a farm? Honestly, yeah, that's what we'll end up doing. I like this tree. Me too. It's nice little standard tree, but it doesn't look like a Minecraft tree. I'm not going to touch these because they're like my OG trees from back in the day, from a couple years ago, but maybe I'll copy one of them and see if I can make a teeny tiny tree look good. Because you can tell the difference in detailing between these and these. This is 2 years ago, Blue Jay. This is today, Blue Jay. Let's try it. Let's see what we get. All right, and then clone, copy air, extend select to keep existing off, copy entities. Like if we move this like this, it's just going to copy it, confirm, and finish. Hey, look at that. Beautiful. They remind me of Christmas trees. They do a little bit, right? Gosh darn it, now that I've been talking about it, I'm getting the itch to open up Minecraft and start figuring this out. Yes, let's go. Where we can fix this up first is extending this trunk up with some stuff like this. It's already looking better. It's already looking better. I mean, it's not bad. There's not a whole lot you got to do to something like this. Let's do gates. Let's try to get a gate in here. That's not a bad little filler tree either. It's generally the same size and shape as that one, just with a little bit more to it. What do you guys think? Have fun with the trees. Don't forget to try the fallen and can't get up. Fallen and can't get up tree for Rod Nash. Okay, I will. Gotta call it a night. Looks like our buddy just went live. If you're looking for someone to raid later on, sweet. Excellent. Sky, thanks for being here. Have a good night. We'll see you later. I like how, depending on how you look at it, you can either see like a full thing of leaves, or you can kind of see the trunk in the middle. Just gives a little bit more realism to it than just having the trunk cut off here and then the rest of it's just leaves all the way up. All right. How many variants do I want before I start building? I feel like I need another couple tall ones, because I've got this, and this that can be rotated and flipped for filler, plus this, and then we've got this and this for tall. That's kind of a medium size. Sky, thank you for banning the spammers on the way out. You're the best. So maybe we do one more tall. Plus, I think I am going to design one of these during the video on the fly so that I have that kind of content to fill in some gaps and stuff. I did a lot of time lapses in my last video from 2 days ago, which is fine to do every once in a while, but I don't want to overdo that. I don't want to do too many time lapses, and then that's what people come to expect, is everything's just a massive time lapse. Sure. We can go with that. Maybe we'll go just a couple blocks lower with it. Yeah. And then I'm not going to start the leaves on this one until like here. Or maybe we do it here. Yeah, I think maybe here. Just mark that just so I know where it's going to go. All right, we got these. What did I use over here? Oh yeah, I use these for trapdoors. You going to use Lightmatica? 100%. Yeah, when we go to build this in the actual world, we're gonna blueprint it. Saved the watch streak. Nice. What's up, TMO? How you doing? Let's do leaves. We'll go with the same color palette. We'll do birch and dark oak. This is the part I've never had patience for. I've heard a few people say that tonight. Like, nobody likes building trees, huh? Nobody wants to do it. That's okay. Not everybody has to. I don't do creative, I build on the fly. See, that's where I would fall really short when it comes to detailing, is I would try to do this in survival, and then it would take me 6 hours to get that tree, and I would have wasted so much time mining the resources, and I don't really like that. What else could I put in there? Like, I cannot do this kind of thing on the fly. Just can't do it. There are some things I can do, but not this. Definitely not this. Darn it, Blue, you let me talk myself into it. Welcome back to Minecraft. Greatest game on earth. Welcome back. Let's go. Let's go. Whoopsie. Whoopsie indeed. Oh yeah, trapdoors. Or not trapdoors, gates. Fence gates. Oh, you know what we didn't put on this one? I don't know if it would fit. Probably not for this. All right, well, that's good to know. Xenoverse world, here we come. That's right. That's right. It's gonna happen. It's happening. All right, it's a decent shape so far. Puggy next, I assume. Yeah, if he's still streaming, which he should be, by the time we're done, we'll send you guys on over to the Pugster. I gotta be careful. I don't want to really go as low as the other one over there. I want it to be a little different. So let's just let's make sure we don't drop that leaf line too low. Nope. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. How much longer are we streaming? I don't know. Not too terribly much longer. I want to try and throw a couple of these into the creative copy of the world just to see how they blend together. Not that we're going to do anything substantial with that tonight. How many more streams are we doing this week, do you think, for this project? I don't know yet. I need to get a start to the video, get some stuff recorded before we do anything too crazy on the build side. Once I have a good start to the video, then we can just go nuts building. We're close. We're very, very close. Mm-hmm. It's still a little not great. It's still a little not great. Have a wonderful stream. This old lady is going to go in Sleepy Dream World. Hey, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. We're getting a little bit too much branchage going on there. It's starting to look less like a shape that we want. Okay, let's thicken it up down here. It needs orange. Did Puggy send you over here to say that? It feels very much like a Puggy thing to say. So strange to think copper trapdoors would do that to a tree. Never in a million years I'd think to use that. I learned the trapdoor trick from watching Fwhip. From up close, they don't look fantastic, but from far away, they just look like a thinner branch, thinner leaf. Nope, but I was thinking of him when I said it. Excellent. I love it. It's getting very close. We're very, very close. I was remembering when you were making library and him and I were trying to get you to add orange. Oh, yeah. Like I did it with the pillow on the couch. That's the one we made orange. There we go. That's getting there. It's a little empty right here. We need to fix that up, but that's not going to take much. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the tree. Beautiful. Maybe a little more leaf right there. Sure. I think that's good. I like it. Okay. Question, why does it look smaller than the actual world? Or is it just I'm not in full screen? I don't know what you mean. I'm backing up far away just because I want to see what it looks like from far away. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Of all the trees I'm saying look awesome, I really like the brown ones. The brown ones are really nice. Oh, dang it. We're in another ad break already. All right. I'm not going to go away for ad break. I'm going to save these as blueprints, and then that should fill up the 3 minutes time frame to then be able to go and dump a few of these in the test world just to see what it looks like. All right. So we'll see you guys back here in 3 minutes if you are going to ads. I'm going to call all of these large trees just because that's what I based them off of. Except for maybe this one. We'll call it a tiny spruce. Or like a small spruce. I think is that what that would be called. All right. That one is already saved. This one is next. So let's do... to there. Oops. Oh, dang it. All right, we'll go this way with it. This might take longer than 3 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. It might take longer. All right, there's one tree. We're gonna call this a short larch. Nah, that's kind of more medium. We don't have any truly short, except for the one in the back, maybe. Medium, larch, 1. It is a tree. And we will save it. Done. This one is a medium dead larch. Clear selection. Thank you. I feel like the trees look bigger in your actual world, but clearly it's just me. Oh, it's all perspective. It's all perspective because you can't see anything aside from the trees themselves. Medium, dead, larch, 1. And save. Can I reorder these? I can reorder them. Nice. Maybe we'll put the build plot at the front. All right, let's do this one next. Let's do from the top down. Oh boy. Nope. There we go. I'll have to put together the Lightmatica schematic on stream with you guys if I remember to do it, just so you can see how the process is done. It's quite the process. All right, there's that one. This is the tall, dead larch. All right, and then this one I think I would still consider tall, even though it's a little shorter. When you place them against the backdrop of the mountains, they won't look as tall. They definitely won't, because that's a default Minecraft mountain as well. So it's not crazy tall to begin with. One more over. All right. I think that covers the perimeter. Now we got to get the depth. All right, and then this is a tall larch 2. Oop, cancel. I want the preview to be at 0 angle. And there we go. Man, we are just like filling up our blueprints here. I can't wait till this thing is like super full of stuff. I'm getting a lot faster with Axiom too, as we learn how to do this properly. I'm sure there are more tips and tricks and shortcuts that I'm not doing, but hey, a little bit at a time. We'll call this one a short larch. And we'll put it at a 0 angle. All right, last one. This is going to be small spruce number 4. At some point down the road, I might be reaching out for help with Axiom. I don't know how to use it very well yet. I'm in the beginning phases myself, so I will be happy to share the knowledge that I learn along the way as well. So just hit me up. So let me know. Is the Nest in Chunktown still active? I do miss playing on those. I do see some folks logging in from time to time. It's not like crazy busy, but yeah, there's still people playing on it. All right, let's jump out of here for just a moment. I'm gonna have to do this again in a creative copy that does not have the forest there. We'll download it again when it comes to it. Is that touching the ground? Yeah, but we'll put it right there. And paste. It's gonna look sick. I know, dude. I'm excited. I've been really excited about this for a couple weeks now. All right, let's mix in one of these. Get like one of these in here. Nice. Let's throw like that there. And then let's toss in a few of these guys. Oh, it's another one of these. We gotta. There we go. Rotate it out. All right, let's just get a general view so far. Yep. Yep. I do fear it's not going to take that much longer, but I do fear that if I don't rip out all these trees as well, it's going to take away from that. I think we got to gut it. We might even have to gut some of this forest back here. So the next stream is probably going to be a tree chopping. And we'll see what else we have time for. But essentially, everything from here forward probably has to go. All of this has to go. That's going to take a while. And then thankfully we have shulker boxes now, so I can carry shulkers with me and just toss stuff in as we go. And then all of this has to go to a certain point, and then all of these trees have to go. So we got a lot of tree chopping to do. It's going to take a little bit. But I mean, that is a good sampling of what it's going to look like. Live stream tomorrow? Possibly. I'm going to have to see what's going on. Gonna have to see what's going on. Both of my sons have school projects due this week, and they were working on one of them tonight. My other son has to work on his tomorrow night, and my wife worked on the project with my oldest to help him finish it tonight. So I'm gonna have to talk to her and see if she wants some assistance with the other one tomorrow. And if not, then we'll do some live streaming as well tomorrow night. If not, we'll be back on Wednesday for sure. But gosh, this is gonna look so good. Let me drop the render a little bit just so we can get rid of the mountains in the background. Or at least some of the trees, like fade them out a little bit. Oh, that's simulation distance. I want render 10. That do it? That'll do it. Here, we'll do this, and then I'm going to bump that up. Oh yeah, dude, let's go. I'm going to be careful not to place too many of these like dripstone ones too close to each other. I think the main tree is going to be probably this one. Maybe. Honestly, this might be the main one for filler because it doesn't have as much detail in it, so it'll be easier to blend. And then these ones will kind of work around it. And then we'll do this kind of thing. This is so good, dude. Let's go. Oh, I love this so much. I don't think we're going to do very many trees on the hill itself. I think I want to keep that just the hill. I don't know though, man. That looks pretty sweet. We'll have to see how it looks when we get everything loaded in. Yeah, I have to. I gotta take these out because it ruins the view. It ruins the view. We gotta get rid of the default trees. And we'll sprinkle some custom trees up on the mountaintop too, I think. Oh yeah, dude, let's go. I'm excited. This is gonna be a good build. It's gonna be a lot of work. Maybe just as much work as the hill itself, but it's gonna look fire. I agree. I agree. Here, let's get one of these tall ones in, like right here, maybe. See what I mean? If we put a couple of these dead ones in right here, fits the vibe. We get a couple of variants of dead trees that are not necessarily these sprucey coniferous looking trees. This place could be pretty sick looking. Just look how good it layers too, though. Having these here and then having trees lining the background like that. Oh, that view, man. That view is going to be amazing. The reason I don't necessarily want them directly on the hill, or at least if I do, it's a very, very few, is because they're going to block the view of the mountain and they're going to look taller than the mountain. And I don't know that that's going to look good. But just as a proof of concept, yeah, it's gonna look sweet. All right, Blue, I'm sorry, but I'm passing out. Super excited to see how this looks. Got your back. See you tomorrow, Wednesday, full time. Blue, let's go. All right, folks. I think this is probably where we're gonna call it as well, because it is 12:30. I probably should be done for tonight. But guys, this was a ton of fun. I love just tinkering and being creative and coming up with new stuff. And I think we accomplished the goal that I set out to accomplish tonight. There are a few more tree variants I might tinker around with on my own, but for the most part, we got a good variety for building a nice looking forest around Miners Hill. And then it won't look so like sharp contrast between custom and default. We'll be able to blend it a little bit better, make it look nicer. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Let's go and send you all over to the Pugster. I think he's still streaming. Where's he at? Puggy, Puggy, Puggy. Hanging out over on the Bedrock Farlands SMP.